What's going on, guys? So this is a bit of an update and slash part two. So I went ahead and installed the subwoofers. I wired them both down to 2 ohms. I went to the Obi, which is equivalent of the Home Depot here in Germany, and went and got some MDF screws and then screwed those in. And so today is pretty much just a review on the capacitor and the amp that I had chose. Now the whole setup is real budget friendly. Now at the end of the whole build, I'll go over how much everything costs. But so I'll go ahead and get started on this review, and also we'll also be reviewing. So right now, all of the videos that I've done on an iPhone 7. I've been cheap and haven't really updated since iPhone 7, and there's iPhone 12 out. So me and my wife had got the 12 Pro Max. So there will be 3 different videos, so that you can judge the quality between the 3. So one will be on the 7, which is what I'm using right now. Then next will be on the 12 Max Pro, and then I recently also bought a GoPro, the Hero 8. So in the bottom right hand corner there will be a little note showing which one I'm using at the moment. You guys could just let me know in the description which quality is better. Now I just switched over to the 12 Pro Max. Alright, so these are the new goodies. So I had got some 0 gauge wire reducers for the amp from Audiopipe. Now the reason why I have so many Audiopipe products is because I originally wanted to get the BDC4s, but those are a heavier speaker, and I couldn't get any of those to ship over here to Germany. So I just went with what was available, which these are still a pretty good, budget friendly subwoofer. They're less expensive than what the BDC4s would be, and so yeah, I just went ahead and went with those since they were able to be shipped here to Germany. So the first thing I'll be reviewing is the capacitor. So this is a Audiopipe 6 farad capacitor. So I've already looked at this. I've had a couple of these things already for a while, but just waiting for other things to come in, which were the last things was the subwoofers. So I have the capacitor. So the first thing comes with the hardware. So it comes with an Allen key and a resistor. So the resistor is important for the initial power for the capacitor. So put that down. Try to take this out. Do all of this with one hand. So here's the capacitor. So like with most capacitors, you have the voltage display on there. And for this one, it has the negative and positive with the Allen key. So for the material, it's like a matted material, almost like like the bed liner on the back of most vehicles. Then it has the venting. And then it just got the mounting points on there. So yeah, can't wait to get that installed. And I'll put this over to the side. And then we'll try to get a review on the amp. So it comes with instructions and everything, but a capacitor is pretty straightforward. Not really reading into anything. It's not like I'm dealing with max wattage or RMS or anything like that. Alright, so then the amplifier. So Audiopipe, I don't know if anybody, watching this is, fairly have a good understanding of Audiopipe. So it's a budget friendly amp, but most of the amps have been known to do rated power, if not more. So this one right here is the Audiopipe APMN-1300. So you see both boxes pretty much open the same. I'm pretty sure all of the products kind of open like that, like almost like a shoebox, how it comes out and then lifts up. So you have this, the manual, showing you the different ones and what their wattage capability is. So this is a Class D amplifier. Then it just has some screws for the mounting hardware. So this is the remote bass knob. So looking at this, it's a pretty good material. It's a metal material, and it also has like almost like a vent in it. It's almost like the same thing that was on the side of the capacitor. Let's see what so this one is like an aux input into the amp. Now, I've been getting a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people say that the best ones are like the RCA power source for it. So I'll test it out. I mean, it comes with it. So, okay, let me see. And it also comes with a fuse, a battery fuse. Open it up and then see. Try to do this with one hand. See what the amp fuse that it comes with. So it comes with an 80 amp fuse. Trying to do this all over. Okay. So here's the amp. Let me turn this around. Alright, so I mean the finish is pretty nice. I would say that these are about 4 gauge for the battery and ground terminals, and then I'm thinking about probably like a 16 for the speaker terminals. And on the other side, you got all of the inputs from the gain, LPF, subsonic, the bass boost. And then it has also an input and an output for bridging possibly another amplifier. Now, if this is not enough and then I want to upgrade in the future, then I could just probably buy the exact same one, and then put one amplifier per sub if I happen to upgrade. But yeah, that's pretty much the review of this. So now we switch into the GoPro. So in the instructions, I don't know if you guys can see this. So for this, you have, let's see, at 4 ohms, it's rated at 376 watts. 2 ohms, 648 watts. And at 1 ohm, 1024 watts. Now, this is the reason why at the beginning I said that I wired them down to 2 ohms. So I wired them down to 2 ohms because although these are, the subwoofers are rated at 700 watts RMS, a lot of people have been saying that they can't handle anything near it. So I wired them down to, what is that? 2 ohms, so that it'll sit at around 648 RMS. So we'll split that up in between both subs. So we're hitting around like 300 watts RMS. That's pretty much the goal. And so just to go a little bit further into this is pretty much how I'm gonna have it wired. Now I know a lot of people don't recommend you wiring anything to the box and everything else because of rattle and everything. Now it may you know, mess with the insides of the amp and everything else, but I'm fine with that. I'm okay with taking that loss. And you know, it's ultimately my decision, like how everybody else wire their stuff is as their decision. So this is pretty much how I'm going to have it wired. I'm going to have the amp up like this and the capacitor like this, but both of them will be kind of centered. I'm going to have this centered right here, and then this one centered off the port. Now I am going to have it upward firing. So just to get a little bit more idea of view, is this is going to be mounted on the other side because these will be facing up. Like I'm going to have the box facing up like this, but however the all of this is going to be mounted on the other side to face me, so that whenever because I normally ride with the seats down, and then I'll be able to tell whatever the amps is on the car, or what the voltage is on the car, and you know it's going to be pretty much like a clean look. And then so where I have the wires running, it's going to be running from over on this side to the capacitor, and then from the capacitor to the amp, which these will all be facing up. It's going to be kind of like a cleaner look for me in the finish. And then the RCAs and everything, you know, I mean, just down here. So that's pretty much it. So just tell me in the comments how you guys like the 3 different, you know, cameras versus the 7, the iPhone 7, the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and then the GoPro. And then that's pretty much it. So, you know, support your boy. Like the video. Part 3 coming soon, obviously, because, you know, I got to hear this thing beating. And like, share, and subscribe. Peace.